Hey everyone, welcome back to another video game review. And today we'll be taking a look at an incredible indie game that took the world by storm last year, and that was Hades. Hades is a roguelike game, which simply put means it's a game with procedurally generated areas for you to traverse in. And once you die, you have to start from the very beginning. This can be soul crushing, which is fitting for this game, and it's this reason why I normally don't like this genre. That and it can be pretty repetitive at times. But I'm here to tell you that Hades is different, because I actually like this game. But it's more than that, it got its hooks in me and the gameplay loop finally clicked for me. So let's go ahead and discuss what Hades has to offer in further detail. The main plot is a simple story about Hades' son, Zagreus, trying to escape the underworld. This has Zagreus traveling through 4 different realms to reach the surface and escape. Zagreus' motivation for leaving Hell is to go find his mother. Of course, this task is far from easy, especially since after each death, he starts from the beginning in the House of Hades. It's a cycle that's intimidating, but with each run, Zagreus gets closer and closer to the surface, until eventually, he escapes. The story is very fascinating, but only due to the incredible characters that you meet along the way. Most of the characters you meet are there to help aid your quest, and all of them are Greek legends. The portrayals of each Greek deity is done very well, giving each one a unique personality. You build relationships with these characters, and the voice acting for each character is fitting and good quality. Although the dialogue could be a bit louder because sometimes it's a bit quiet. But other than that, it's great. The writing in particular is amazing. It's very natural, and the characters have great interactions with one another. The story is tied to the genre of the game so well that they both complement each other. The story is what will probably keep you playing this game. The graphics are stunning, no doubt about that. The art style is just very distinct, the color just pops, and the effects are striking. The characters have portraits when they speak, and these look incredible. The art team did a great job at designing these characters. The chambers are procedurally generated, which isn't my favorite, but considering that this is a roguelite, yeah, I'm okay with it. They do have quite a bit of chamber variety, but I would have liked to see even more, just because I kept seeing a repeated number of them every so often. It definitely would have helped the game not feel as repetitive as it did. Like I said earlier, Hades is a roguelike game, which means the game is filled with procedurally generated areas in each realm. There are 4 realms that are present in Hades. First is Tartarus, followed by Asphodel, and then Elysium, and last is the Temple of Styx. I really hope I pronounced those right. Each one of these is unique, with its own design, enemies, and level layouts. Every time you complete a room, you are given several doors to choose from, with each offering different rewards. I love that they give you the option to choose before you go through the door. And sometimes the room that you want has a boss in it, so you really have to weigh your options and decide which door is worth going through. There are also special rooms with famous legends that support you on your journey, giving you buffs and supplies. These are great and randomly show up like everything else in the game. On top of the chambers, the House of Hades is the place you'll be sent to every time you die. The House of Hades acts as a hub place and can be further upgraded and expanded with the currency you get during your runs. You can open more rooms and customize the halls within the house. I am a sucker for games with towns or hub spaces, and if you can upgrade those towns or hub spaces, oh, the better. I love games that allow you to upgrade towns or hub spaces, and Hades nails this aspect. But the world and setting is only half of the experience. The combat in general is simple but effective. There's a handful of weapons you can equip and unlock, each with different styles. Zagreus can do normal attacks, specials, and a magic cast. What makes the combat interesting are the boons. Boons are buffs that are given to Zagreus when you complete a specific room. The boons themselves are themed after Greek gods. They are characterized in a fun way. Some gods will even combine their boons to make an interesting buff. Each boon also comes with its own rarity, and these rarities range from normal to ultra rare or whatever. Kind of your standard rarity stuff like you see in Destiny or games like it. Boons give combat more customization options, and I love finding my favorite buffs and making the best loadout. Overall, the wide variety of weapons is great, and the game even gives players an incentive to try out other weapons. The combat itself is a bit simple, but it can be further customized with boons, so it kind of makes up for it. The music was composed by Darren Korb. The soundtrack is solid, but my favorite songs are either the boss fights or whatever Eurydice sings. The soundtrack fits the setting and the game very well. Even the rock songs fit in this Greek mythological world. Hades is an incredible game that absolutely deserves the attention that it got. It has a beautiful art style, excellent writing, and an addicting game loop. Overall, I think I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10. Honestly, I was torn between 9 and 10, but in the end, I decided to give it a 10. And let me go ahead and explain why. This game is not perfect, and it can be repetitive at times. However, the highs outshine the lows in every way. Plus, I'm giving this game the rating because it's the first and only roguelike game that has hooked me as much as Hades did. It's the pinnacle in its genre, and because of that, it rightfully deserves a high rating. It's a game that others like it should take notes from, and it's an excellent game in its own right. Hey, if you're still here, then consider subscribing for more content like this. And let me know down below if you are interested in Hades, or if you disagree with my rating. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. God bless.